Jon Vanderhorn.
And I'm Nate Mikrut.
And this is Video Game Talks.
Video Game Talks, once again.
No guns this time.
No, I love finger guns. I'll be doing finger guns till dead.
Last time I said, hey, intern, do I had to cut that out because, let's be honest, I don't have an intern yet.
Someday.
Maybe someday.
And those mystical sponsors I keep hearing about.
You're always going to unfortunately hear me sing. I feel like I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I don't really do that in my life.
You don't sing?
No, I just,
It's probably good.
I just monotone talk.
Hi, guys.
About things.
Nate Mikrut.
Oh my god.
Main game of the day is FarCry 5.
FarCry 5.
So I'm going to give a little summary about the game. Cheers.
Hello.
All
Nice
right.
seeing you here.
Nice seeing you
Fancy
too.
seeing that pretty mug over there.
Oh, this tea's good again.
Mm-hmm.
It's good tea.
Oh yeah.
So Far Cry 5, I've been playing the shit out of that game.
Yeah, alright.
So I'm just going to give you a little summary about it. So there's this guy called Jon Seed. He's like the father. You know, it's like this crazy religious cult. He like made up his own religion basically. It's crazy. And he's got his like disciple people, you know. So he's got this chemical called the Bliss, where he uses his sister Faith, which is like under the Bliss. So it like takes over her mind, and anybody that uses it takes over their mind, makes them almost like zombies.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that they can be controlled by him. You know, he's like the puppeteer.
So kind of like the Kool-Aid, the cult.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid. Cult Kool-Aid, that's good.
That's
I
what
like
it's
that.
like, okay.
So, yeah, he's taking them all over, and they're all, like, under his bidding. And he has his sister just making this this Bliss stuff. This chemical compound. Very scientific. You can actually find these little, like, areas underground where they're mixing this stuff and all that.
All right.
They have the soldiers, all these people, mixing this stuff up and trying to bring people into his cult religion and get more followers, more disciples.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
So like a brain control type of...
It's almost like a Nazi tactic, like trying to take over the people and use brainwashing and all that.
Yeah, right, okay.
And so this guy is a big asshole. I mean, he's like major bad guy. One of my favorite bad guys because you really don't like him. You're like, this guy's such a douchebag. I mean, look at this. Let's hope that autofocuses. Okay, I'm gonna go over to this camera. So he just has that look, you know, and he's got the Bible and the gun. He's like, I'm gonna protect whatever I'm preaching to you. I'm the father. And it's got lovely stained glass on the steel box. I highly recommend getting that because it looks gorgeous.
That it does. And you know, I haven't played this game much. John has taken the main because he has played it a lot. And but I did look at some trailers, and from my take on it, I think this guy does look like a total asshole. He looks like an asshole, and he looks like super creepy.
Makes you want to not like him.
Yeah, and in the one trailer that I did see, I saw it was a shot of like somebody trying to sneak a camera phone in. Yeah. And so they were stumbling, and the camera looked really good, and just as it panned across, I could just see the graphics on this guy's face, Jon Seed.
Right.
And it just looked.
He looked like a real person.
Good. It looks so good. It looks way. I think it's even if it's just a cutscene to me, that was like the best looking one I have ever seen.
It was so realistic because it was like shot on a phone, so it looked like you're kind of there. You're there for this creepy ass experience. You're like, who are these people? What? This call is messed up, dude. And that guy, oh my gosh, and his face, like everything just looks so real.
Yeah.
You felt like this is a real story that happened. I actually showed some stuff to my dad. Like I was playing my games and he's seen it. I was over at their house the other day. And he's like, oh, what video are you watching? He thought it was an actual, like, he thought it was a real person.
It seriously looks that way. And the other creepy part is just, like, that they snatch up the guy that had the phone. Like, nobody in this crowd.
Yeah, you're not going to see what we're
bringing in the film.
Yeah, it's like he wants to do his own propaganda.
Right,
because he does have propaganda videos. Well, he'll sit a hostage down, not make them look that much of a hostage. They're there again, you know, on their own will. And he makes them say that too, like, yeah, I was in the wrong for being here, and makes it look like they're the bad guy.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh man.
For sure, just like kind of like the Joker-ish, like, tell them why you're here.
Tell them why you're here. It is. No, it made me think of that too. No, it did. It is like that. And he's got a lot of mental problems.
Oh yeah, clearly.
So, and the funny part is all these other people are mostly doing it because of the drug. I don't think he's taking the drug. No, I think he's just that messed up.
Right.
You know, like
he's like a Hitler figure. Like
he is.
He just wants to take over everything and just kill everyone with cult.
But so his idea is the world's gonna be doomed. Everything's gonna go to shit. There's gonna be war everywhere. And I mean, like, I can see how some of that could seem realistic, but he takes it to the level of, well, I gotta make my organization to, like, fight all these people, and he fights his own people, you know? He fights his own people, you know? So he's killing all these, like, innocent people, getting people to join him. He's a psycho.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I totally agree with you, too. He's and I really like it, and I like his name, John Seed. It might be a little dirty, sounds a little dirty, but it's funny, you know?
Well, so it's like a family thing, too. It started out as a family. You got Faith. She's the one that's, like, infecting the people, you know, giving them the drug. And you got, like, the brothers and all that. And then they have the soldiers underneath them. So,
right.
You know what I mean? So it's a family organization, and it goes down to just the soldiers. They're just
for sure
the head of the organization.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, you know, from what I saw on this game in particular, what I really like is I love... First of all, the graphics, the open world feel, the light shifts over the mountains, and just everything about it. It's a different multitude of vehicles to choose from and fly around, and crazy action, you know, shoot buildings down with a helicopter, or, you know, go fishing.
The destruction is pretty awesome. Like, everything's destructible, kind of.
Right, yeah. Definitely. And I know he has more of the gameplay experience, and we're going to do that soon.
Oh yeah.
At least I'm gonna.
We are gonna do some co-op because that's another big part of the game, is that you can bring your friends in and somebody can like fly the plane. You can shoot out of it. You can have some AIs with you too. It's like your companions or whatever. You know, you hire people. Guns for hire, it's called.
For sure.
Yeah, and just
guns for hire.
That's like our thing. Finger guns. Finger guns are out again.
For the rest of my life.
All right, put them away. Blow them up. Put them away. Put them away. Alright. Aww. Done. Done with this show. Have a good time, guys.
More finger guns while he's gone. Oh my
That's
God.
right, the other intro I had to cut out the whole intern. Alright, do the guns. Boom, boom. We don't have one yet. I was like, yeah, that's kind of dumb.
And now a word from our sponsors. Me.
But, so... a little bit more about the game in case you haven't checked it out yet. They have so many guns, kind of like you said. There's so many guns. It's customizable. The clothes. So, a little background on me. I'm a country boy. Love the country. I love our country. I love guns. I used to have a big beard. So this game really speaks to me, man. Because you can have flannel. You can have camo. You know what I mean? There's one with like the binoculars and the camo. You can have like cowboy hats, some Wranglers, big old buckle, and go around with like shotguns, machine guns, sniper rifles, all customizable.
I'm wondering about the gun customizations.
Okay.
What can you do exactly? Like, what is it? Just like sights?
So there's paint. You can adjust the sights. You can put a silencer on it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Magazine capacity.
Okay.
So my favorite thing to do is get. I mean, some people can call it cheap, but I think it's just smart because of how often you run out of ammo and how often you can, like, accidentally lose your gun. That's only one thing I don't like about certain FarCry games is X is to... So, we are back from our technical difficulties, and we've had, you know, it's been crazy. It's been one of those days. Welcome to film.
Sometimes the cameras just want to fight you, you know, and then you have...
Sometimes everything wants to fight you. Sometimes you just have a shooting day where you're just like, ah!
Holy crap.
I've had a lot of tea. Caffeinated tea.
Me too. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, it is just as good as it always was.
As it always was an hour ago.
You ever had springtime allergies and then drank some really nice warm tea and it just like...
It soothes you, makes you feel better.
It warms up your...
Yeah.
Everything you have going on.
But talking more on Far Cry 5, so like I said, there's the family aspect. The family kind of is what started it. Alright, and then they got the soldiers, you know, getting that chemical bliss to everybody and take them over like zombies, blah, blah, blah. They're people in like this white garb running around, you gotta shoot them. And they're called angels. They got Faith that's pretty much giving them these chemicals of bliss.
Faith, okay.
Yeah, Faith, that's her name, and you know, it's all got that religious aspect, whatever. They're crazy cult, crazy family. They're messed up family, dude. They're messed up in the head.
They are, man.
Yep, they're dysfunctional as shit.
Dark.
But John Seed is just a crazy asshole, man. The rest of them kind of have that bliss, so like part of them can help it. They agree to be a part of it, most of them, but a lot of them just have that chemical in them. It's just taking one.
Yeah, right. Like a cult.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yep, drink the Kool-Aid, man. So that's disgusting. You know what?
Sorry, that's my bad.
I'm leaving.
I had some alcohol.
I'm leaving again. I'm done with the show. Alright. It's been one of those days. You just start realizing how much you love Zelda and you're like, changing topics.
Yeah.
So, crazy family. And started by John Seed, and he literally just has a lot of mental issues, dude. It's this guy that's just a real big asshole. He's got a lot of mental issues. I mean, there's a lot of that in our recent history. So it's like, did that influence the game, or like, did regardless, it's just, it makes it so this guy's such a horrible person. You just want to kill him right away.
I just love that though.
You like him as a bad guy because he's such a good bad guy.
No, I just really, like how the Joker was one of my favorites.
It's a lot so like crazy. That. Yeah. You know. How he has like that, he's having people kidnapped. All right, talk to them, you know, and so talk to them. But yeah, he's crazy, and he makes them be crazy with the chemical, and like, oh, everything's fine. I was the bad guy. He makes them out to be the bad guy, you know.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good team.
Yeah. No, solid. I'm actually gonna go for another too. So the other thing is what I was thinking of saying is the freaking the hunting is just awesome.
I am a huge hunter.
I love that stuff in video games.
I love hunting in real life. Like I'm a country boy. I like to hunt. I love all that aspects of like the country. In this game, it's like for me. You know what I mean? There's such a good, and a lot of hunting games feel like arcades. You know what I mean? They're just low budget and they're not that great. In this game, it's like you can sneak around with a crossbow, machine gun if you want to be that guy, or you have a sniper rifle, and they have so many animals too. You know what I mean? They have the mountain lion, the wolverine, the skunk. I mean, they literally have a skunk that you can hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Birds, they have the goose, turkey, all these animals, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it feels so realistic because it's in 4K, and if you hit it, it's roadkill. It's only worth a little bit.
Right.
If you burn it, worth a little bit. Keep it intact, and everything is worth more.
Right. So okay, and what I'm wondering is, what do you spend the money on that you make from these pelts?
What do you spend? I mean, whatever you want to spend it on, but like...
No, that's what I mean, though. Like, what kinds of things can you buy?
Oh, okay. So, like, there's weapon upgrades. You can get magazine capacity increase. I know I've kind of talked about this a little bit already, but that's what happens when you have technical difficulties, you know?
No,
that kind of you overlap a little bit. But basically, like I said, just to kind of sum it up, it's just there's a lot of things you can buy for the weapons, vehicles. There's so many vehicles.
Yeah, because we talked about the weapons.
You can change your Sea-Doo color.
Okay.
Your Sea-Doo. I don't know why it's Sea-Doo. I say that weird.
Right, and probably clothes.
Clothes. They got the cool buckle. Okay. I know I've talked about that recently too. But yeah, there's just so many different things. It's just such a customizable game.
Right.
Yeah. Customize the way you look too.
Absolutely. I saw a little bit of that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, FarCry 5.
FarCry 5.
FarCry 5.
You thinking about getting it, maybe?
Oh, I'm gonna get it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know, you know, oh man.
You can fish. You can fish in this game, and it's like really good. I think the only part that annoys me is that like people will be like attacking you while you're fishing. You know, I wish there's like a slider in the settings where you could like alter how many people attack you.
Oh, you know right. Yeah. Okay, I've seen that.
Like just in general, like enemy pop up, like how often you'll see enemies, how often you engage with enemy.
Yeah, right, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because I'll be fishing, I'll be hunting, and all of a sudden there's just huge groups of enemies, you know, all of a sudden attacking me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to reel in this huge bass, and it's like, hey guys, can you stop shooting?
Yeah,
I'm trying to fish here. Or like you're on you're hiding because you know there's enemies everywhere, and you want to get all these fish, get all this money, and you're fishing, and all of a sudden, just snipe it.
No, I guess.
Nowhere.
Yeah, it does make sense. I feel like you should be able to set that kind of mode for yourself. And,
yeah, at the beginning of a game, or at the beginning of when you first play your profile, like kind of a difficulty level. So if you want it harder, you see more enemies and stuff like that.
Right. Well, I was thinking, you know, I haven't really been into the FarCry games too much. I haven't played any of the first ones, but they were always recommended to me.
Yeah.
By people in video game stores or whatever. You just see things online for FarCry, but for me, this FarCry game is the first one that looks just awesome from my perspective. I was looking at the graphics, just the storyline. I like the crazy cult. I like everything you're explaining about the, Kool-Aid drinking. And
it's not actually Kool-Aid.
Well, neither it isn't in Coke.
It's a scientific.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
It's a scientific chemical called bliss, but I know what you mean.
Well,
it's blissful.
I like the idea, and I like the zombie modes. I think that's all really good stuff, and this game is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the DLC is pretty.
Everyone, check out Far Cry 5. It's freaking looks awesome. I want to get my hands on it.
Yeah. Just the fact the DLC is like its own game within the game, and you're not just having stuff that should already be included with it, and their companies are just trying to monetize, like putting the DLC afterwards. It's like actual substance, actual games in the game.
Right, yeah, for sure, dude.
So I like that.
Yeah, and that's the nice part about new video games. They keep doing that,
Yeah. So this one, it's got like Vietnam mode or something, drops you in Vietnam, and
okay.
There's the zombies and all that.
Okay.
So.
Dude, that's really cool. This sounds really good.
The arcade mode, go with your friends and just go on that island or whatever.
It looks so good, man.
Yeah, man.
Looks so good. I can't wait. I'm playing it.
And that brings us to Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, 2. That is, oh man, this is one of my all-time favorite games.
Me too.
And I just have been waiting for this one because ever since the day I must have beaten Red Dead Redemption the original 10 or 12 times. Who the hell knows?
John Marston.
Yeah, seriously, with like the grave digger, like.
Yeah.
I found something on him.
Dude, there's so many great aspects to that game. I mean, I literally think I wasn't even born and I was ready for this second game.
Oh yeah, I think
the first game hadn't even come out, and it's like, when is Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out?
This one is going to be. I have very high hopes for the mini games in the aspect of like.
Oh yeah,
because
the duels too, like the showdowns. All of a sudden, you're just like with a friend or whatever, and you button mash or something, get the gun up, and pow.
Right, and it's and I love that the old west feel of fun. Just dueling, and also like you can it's another game that you can hunt in. And it's a lot, you buy all the new guns, and I'm hoping for all kinds of guns. I want to see
all kinds of different aspects.
And maybe like gun modifications, like even in FarCry we were just talking about.
I like customizing stuff.
Me too, I do too. You can get a little personal touch on what you're.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what you're.
You make it feel like you're more in the game. It's more geared toward you.
Right, you get to
feel like you have your own personal experience in the game.
Like in GTA 5, they have all that stuff. Like I have orange guns that look like vibrant because orange is my favorite color. It's exactly
Which is hilarious. It's like my most disliked color.
Right, yeah, well, different strokes.
But that's the point, is that you can, it doesn't matter what you like or what I like, it's just like, you make it your own.
Yeah, right, for sure, man. And that's exactly what I'm so excited about. Just because I know that the jump from GTA 4 to GTA 5 was just, it was just astronomical, the difference that you could pull off.
It was astronautical. We didn't mess up a word this time.
Oh, that's
I'm so happy.
Well, don't worry. There'll be plenty of words to come. It's going to happen. So
yeah.
No doubt
He's doomed us again.
Once. You know what?
What?
I got my pitchfork out in the car. I'm gonna go get that, and then we're gonna get our. What's it called? Oh man. Oh my god.
I try to kill him, I think, every episode.
There's gonna be a mistake one of these days. Everyone, look out for this guy.
I can't get it back in. Oh, there we go. Oh. It's stuck.
That's what she said.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew that's what she said would come out on one of these episodes.
You know it's gonna happen.
So unfortunate. So the new game, though. Arthur Morgan is the protagonist, and he's had too much tea. Way too much.
I'm gonna drink more now that he said that.
It's caffeine. This guy's gonna wow!
Ooh.
Can we get back?
Yeah, protagonist, Arthur Morgan.
Right. There it goes! Catching on. Alright, so, and the reason we make that comment is because it's such a random name, like Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan.
And his gang that he used to be in was like Vander something, which is funny because it's like my last name, so it makes me at least remember that.
Yeah.
But it's not that memorable, but it's okay because once we play this, I feel like it will become a good name. Because the game name is not based off the name itself, it's based on how you feel with the character. This character is badass.
Yeah, and it is hard going from a character that's as strong as Jon Marston to being, you have to pick something else, and it's kind of like Darth Vader, like you did it once. What are you gonna do?
Will it ever be as good as Jon
Marston? Can't really top, but it's okay though because it's another game, same feel. Yep. I think it's gonna be really good. And like I was thinking, I saw in one of the clips that I was watching that Dutch from the old game was the gang leader of John Marston's game.
Right.
He was in it, and he was one of the strong characters in the first game.
Hilarious too, right? It's funny.
Yeah. He's such an asshole.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, John?
What are you doing here, John?
What are you doing here,
He's on the floor, just like hanging him on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
And it's funny because Dutch is a name that's in multiple games too. It's in FarCry 5, FarCry 5, yeah, and it's in several other games.
Yeah, right.
It's just like a rearccurring name, isn't that weird?
Yeah, well,
Arthur.
Yeah, that is kind of funny, really. It doesn't seem like too much of a. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool name. I guess it's not super original, you know.
Yeah, right. No, and it's a cool name.
It's a cool name.
And I like it that was the first time I ever heard it, actually, I think.
Really?
In a game, yeah.
I don't know. It's a cool name. But he's a funny asshole bad guy. Yeah. You know, he's just one of those that you wouldn't expect. And you said he's coming back.
Right? Yeah, I saw him for sure in some at least a couple of the screenshots I was looking at. And there was another screenshot I wanted to point out. Basically what it was the main character, what's his name again?
Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan was on the ground and taking cover from an explosion behind him where there's just like wood chunks flying through the air.
Yeah.
Fire looks really nice, and it's just a really nice cinematic shot of just like a train car or something. There's people taking cover on the sides of the doors.
So it feels like a Western movie almost. Yeah. I love that because they really stick to that, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's its own original story, but you feel like it's an actual Western. You know, you got all these trains, you got all the guns, and it's just so badass, you know.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I totally agree. This game is one of my favorites. I know it's been a long time coming, but I think it's just going to be...
But it's worth it, right?
Oh, I think it's going to be
because
so
I think a lot of video game companies nowadays, they're going to make game release be longer.
Yeah.
Because they're going to work out the bugs ahead of time. So there'll still be a beta, but it'll be more for like hints on the story. Should we change this or that? But most of the bugs will be worked out ahead of time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah. You know, and the more time they spend on it, the better off all of us are, because then you have less glitches, less falling through walls.
Our personal note is just be patient, guys, with games from now on, because so many game companies are coming out with them way too fast anyway. I'm playing like 3 games I like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just can't keep up. They keep coming out with games I like. You can't keep up, so if they delay them a little bit, and you have that time to play them longer, the games will be better too.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
So it's totally worth it. I'm cool with it.
Absolutely. And you know, we all know this game's going to be awesome. We're all looking out for it. Red Dead Redemption 2.
October 26th.
Yep, October 26th. All right.
October 26th.
Keep it on your calendars.
Right around the time of Halloween too, so will I be Arthur Morgan for Halloween?
He probably will.
I will.
Yeah, he will.
I will guarantee. I will be him.
For sure. All right, well, I think it is time for the video game quote
of the day.
Video game quote of the day.
See, he's ready this time. He's on it. He's pumped. He's pumped ahead of time.
Here we go.
Wait, we gotta do it together. Video game quote of the day. Too much caffeine.
Too much caffeine. True story.
No matter how dark the night, morning always comes, and our journey begins anew. Lulu, Final Fantasy X.
Well, it's very deep.
It's very deep, and it's so Lulu too, because in Final Fantasy X, she's just this like dark badass chick, you know, all black, just super badass, hardcore.
You know, and those are my favorite. Those are my favorite kinds of lines. The ones that are dark, mixed with bright.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like
it's like you're having a bad, and it works with everything. You're having like a bad day.
Yeah.
But then you wake up and it's a new day, and good things can come of it.
Always. You just try to find them.
Yep.
Agreed. It's a nice one.
Great quote, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and now we got a special commercial.
Oh, where is it?
Oh, it's right there. It's right there. No, right. Thanks, Porky Porn.
Love that little thing. Do your fingers hurt from playing too many video games? Well, then take a break and watch us talk about playing video games endlessly on Video Game Talks.
We're back!
Back from the break. Hello.
T's gone, dude.
Oh. It turns! Get it? Oh, we don't have it.
We don't have it yet. Guess what, guys? This is a perfect time to talk to you about VGT, Apex Studios. We could use some interns, so if you're in college, you're working, whatever you want. If you want to work in film and you want to be the guy that keeps us going,
and maybe just have a good time and
you just hang out.
You know, help us out with stuff.
Help us out a little bit here and there. Boom, boom. Be a part of a fun experience.
Yeah.
Intern. Just email us. apexstudios.media@gmail.com.
All right.
Thanks,
sweet.
guys.
Yeah.
Now,
Excellent. All right.
Intern. Don't have one yet. Yoshi. Top Switch game to look out for.
Yes.
Yoshi.
Okay. Yoshi. I love Yoshi.
I love Yoshi so much. I have a little like stuffed animal, like plush Yoshi thing with like a face, like an airsoft face mask thing, and he's got like his little gun. He's all decked out. I think he's got glasses.
Nice.
He's a really cool guy. I love Yoshi.
Dude,
Yoshi's
awesome.
story as a kid was huge for
yeah,
me.
dude, mine was Yoshi's Island.
N64, man.
Yoshi's Island, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know if I played that actually.
Basically, it was the game for Super Nintendo where you were Yoshi throughout the whole game, and you had Baby Mario on your back, and you tried to save him and get him through levels.
Oh, I played that.
Yeah, and it had really like
so
childlike design.
have you played the N64 one though, Yoshi Story?
I think I may have, I probably played it like a couple times. No, I didn't have it myself, but I might have played it a couple times back.
It is amazing. Like, you eat certain things and like you can utilize it, and like, dude, it's interactive.
I believe it, and
it's interactive.
I probably did play it too. I probably did.
So it's for the Switch, coming out this year. I don't believe I've seen an actual release date, but it is coming out this year, probably around the fall. That's when a lot of games come out. The only thing I kind of don't like is there's like cardboard stuff, like it's 3D, and there's just like this, you could see some of the trees have cardboard on the side. It's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
I know it's like Nintendo's new thing with using cardboard for everything. To me, it's a little weird, but it's such a small issue. I mean, other than that, it's a great game.
Yeah, they probably just wanted a little bit of a different feel or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, because Yoshi Story is like a storybook. It's like a pop-up book.
Okay.
So I think they're trying to get that aspect of it, but pop-up books don't have cardboard. So it's just 2D. So I can understand the 2D thing, but they added 3D in this, so you can like flip. You can go on the other side of things. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what did you say? We were talking about this. Super Mario Galaxy.
So it's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy in the way that you can like switch.
Yeah, man. So Yoshi, just like Super Mario Galaxy, there adds depth to the game, and you can go like back and forth. You can flip. You could go on this side. You know.
Okay.
So that's cool. It's not just 2D anymore. You know, it's not just a side scroller. You can actually go behind and get coins and all this stuff.
So it actually so it's like but it's 2-sided then.
Yeah. So it's yeah, you flip. You go to the complete other side, or where it's like Super Mario Galaxy, like you're talking about. Is you can kind of just go behind, get some coins, and come back out. The camera doesn't actually flip. It just like shows your shadow or something.
In your perspective, because Super Mario Galaxy is more like you travel around a planet in any direction that you want, and it's always the same.
Yeah, that's a little bit more 3D because it's like you can see the whole world.
All right, so it's like less.
It's like a side scroller, but you can you know what I mean.
All right, now I get you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so. Yeah, I love Yoshi. I've been playing since I was a kid. You know, Yoshi Story. You go around and you just eat all these fruits and all this crap, and it's really cool. So,
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, Yoshi's
Me too. You drawing Yoshi in my notebooks and coloring them in and. Oh
yeah, dude, and Yoshi's pretty easy to draw too, because just how he's designed. So I used to make like little comics of it and stuff like that. It was really fun.
For sure, man. Well.
This year. The guns again.
To a place near you.
So that brings us to our favorite time gaming.
Oh, all right.
Can you think of a time where it's your favorite time gaming?
All right. Well, that's a tough one.
It is.
It's a tough one.
It's very specific.
It reminds me of a favorite song. I have a lot of really good.
Yeah. Fair enough. But what was the last time that really sticks out in your mind?
Well,
I think it might be the same as mine. I don't know.
I think honestly, I'm gonna have to say that One Day of Sea of Thieves.
I knew it.
Yeah.
So, you want to kind of talk about it a little bit, and then I'll just kind of give my perspective on it too.
Yeah. All right. Well, basically, we met up with 2 people that could have attacked us. Grouped up with them, so we had 4.
already start off on a cool note.
Yeah, right. And then we ended up doing a lot of the really biggest things you can do in Sea of Thieves. We did a lot of treasure hunting that day. We did the massive skull quest on the island that was like...
Yeah, the challenge.
You know, it's like a dungeon kind of thing from like, you know, some kind of RPG, whatever. And so, it's the kind of thing where you're entering into it and there's just like cannon fire everywhere, explosions all over the place, the boat is getting ripped to shreds, we're all screaming, we're like, oh my god, there's so many technical difficulties, what are we gonna do? We're pulling into this perfect spot to not get shot, and it's like, and we're all...
Well, here's the thing: is we had to plan it a lot, so it felt very realistic to like actual pirate life. As we like plan out this massive mission, you know, we're gonna put the ship here so it doesn't get shot by cannons, and then like you was talking about the technical difficulties, we couldn't get the guy in the game. And so when we finally got him in, this took like hours, dude.
It was a guy playing on computer.
Yeah.
With an Xbox, and so that was glitchy. It was a glitchy
Right,
thing.
he was having some problems.
Technical difficulties.
When he got in, though, I mean, we started just killing all kinds of people. It took a really long time.
And it was difficult, you know, shoot him down with cannons, try to get all the different mechanics.
I put, like, fire barrels around and just, like, blow up and snipe a bunch of stuff.
Shining lights on the shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
But anyway, so we finally did that, and it took a while, and we got in this cave, and we felt like, again, real pirates. You just get in this cave, there's all this treasure. We were so excited. We're taking, like, selfies, you know. I'm like, hey, go take a screenshot of me holding the treasure. And then we loaded it up, which actually took a while because there's so
there was a lot of treasure.
And then after that, there was the biggest storm we've ever seen. It was like a hurricane.
Dude, it was. And I swear they do this on purpose. You just got all this loot, and you're like,
here's a hurricane.
You're like, not so fast, man. Are you a true pirate? Or are you not?
Will you make it through this? But here's the thing: is like I was kind of like the captain. I was on the helm, and they were all going below because the storm. It like was ripping the ship apart. There was holes, and so they were like getting the water out, and I'm like, my compass is going crazy, none of my compasses are working. I'm like, he's usually my navigator, so he'll tell me where I'm going, where the next outpost is. I didn't know. Nobody knew. We didn't have time to like, oh, well, can you stop bailing water? Because I gotta know where the outpost is.
Well, the other thing is, there was so much treasure on the island that we had to, we were just so focused on the treasure that we forgot to get wood planks.
Right.
Wood planks, we forgot.
We were like, you gotta have cannonballs because there's a lot of bad guys, but we didn't get that many wood planks.
Thought we had wood planks.
So what happened was we're getting through this. I can't see anything. I'm just hoping.
It's a crazy storm.
You can't. It's all black and there's just like you can't see anything. So I'm just hoping I don't hit anything. Hoping I'm going kind of by an outpost and I get out. And they're just like...
We're all just bailing water. Just
using the wood planks
that we do have. Like, just like one after the other. Go. Immediate fluid motion. Avoid each other so we don't run into each other.
Somehow, I got us through it sailing-wise. I didn't hit anything and they were keeping up. Everybody's doing their part. If anybody didn't do their part, me sailing, them doing that, we would have sunk.
We would have sunk. We lost all the treasure.
Every single person.
And this was like hours of gaming. Like this was like
it took so long to get to where we were.
Yeah, and it was like
we were not losing it.
Yeah, they were heavily dedicated to not losing this treasure, and they weren't kids either. We were playing with a good
and we were working together really well. Like we had to have that.
We had the one German guy. We couldn't understand.
He was really good.
He helped a lot.
We didn't know
couldn't understand what he was saying,
but he was good. Everybody pulled their weight, and so basically we got out of the storm, and somehow I got us right in front of the outpost. I was like, okay, that's a little bit of luck. I was happy about, sailing skills, but that was a little bit of luck because we got out. It gets better. It gets better. We ran out of planks, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
We ran out of planks, and so I was like, oh my gosh, so we are sinking hardcore. We were getting close. I watched the water level, or I didn't watch it, but you were telling me it was getting close to we were going to sink.
Oh yeah, we were still just bailing. It was like 30 minutes of bailing water, nonstop. Going.
And so I crashed us into the island on purpose so I can jump off, get wooden planks for them, so they can be patched, and then I'm helping them do it too. And thank God nobody stole our treasure as we're doing this.
And we
jump off, and that took forever to unload it. Yeah. And then when we did, we saw another ship, and we stole their treasure.
Dude, it's a pirate's life for me, and we just had gotten done.
So we got
unloading
so much gold.
All that treasure. We made 10 grand from that. We saw this other ship. We were like, pfft. Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we just attacked the living shit out of him, stole his treasure, sold it off, and we sailed in the sunset playing music.
And then the Kraken appears.
And then the Kraken.
And kind of had a feeling something weird was happening because the water turned like dark or something. Like weird stuff was happening. Like sky looked different all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was like.
What a great day.
The Kraken.
The Kraken, dude. We ended it on the Kraken, and like we all worked together so well. I think as
so
a crew, if we wouldn't have, we would have sank, and I would have been done playing for a while.
And you know what's so funny about the Kraken encounter is that we had literally all of our guys. We were like we're done. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning or some crap. You know, like, probably not that late, but like
you know what? Screw it. Let's just we met these guys.
We were just talking and having a good time, like exactly like what we described in episode 1.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because then we just sailed out. We were like, whatever. And then on Kraken. Oh, that was the best.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure they played the Jaws theme, but you know.
I know. I couldn't do it. It just felt that way to me. You know?
It just felt natural.
Yeah.
But the thing is just like, you know that's your favorite time when it feels so real. Like you had that stress level. It was very stressful, but it was the proper level where it felt like real.
Yeah, and I captured a video, like
of the Kraken. You can watch that on Alistair 43.
Yeah, it just doesn't. But it's not the same experience. No, and when you're in it, you just feel like you are actually there.
And sailing the storm too. You have to. I don't know if we're ever going to feel about it the same way as we did.
No,
because we were sinking the whole time.
Well, I don't think we're done with that game either, but...
We're not, but happening exactly that way...
Yeah.
It's just rare.
It was awesome, you know?
Alright, so that was really great. I think that about wraps it up, man.
Yeah.
Final thoughts is... Pre-order Red Dead Redemption 2.
Get your hands on FarCry 5.
If you haven't got FarCry 5, get it.
Yep.
Sea of Thieves, clearly some great times. FarCry 5. Get the steel box if you're cool. We're like, you're going to that camera, I'm going to this one. I mean, oh man, it opens up. There's like a game.
I think I might just take this one.
Hours of Darkness. That's what the Vietnam, and there's Lost in Mars. That was the other game.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I wasn't exactly sure. Stained glass.
Absolutely. Get your fingers, get your sticky mitts on these games.
Or if you're a dog, get your paws.
And you will have a good time, just like we have done and will continue to do.
That wraps it up. And definitely make sure you get your pre-orders in. Get all those games. Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely.
No! Put your guns away.
Take your guns. Put them away. Alright.
What do you think about that?
Here we go again.
Thanks, bye.
Alright, yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I'll see you next time. I'm taking this with me. And you take it easy. And listen to it.
That was cute. That was good. Bye,